So as I spoke about in my first video, this little project here is a project that kids love making. I'm going to show you how to set up and cut the flutes for the legs. Just one thing before I do show you the demonstration. This is a teaching model that I use. I'll just get rid of that router. So this is more or less timber that's been split in half, just so that students understand how the top and the faceplate turning and how the spindle fits into the faceplate turning. It's a really easy way of showing students how the project actually works. This is important. When kids start to turn, they do too much, it's too complicated, too many beads and too many hollows. So I try to teach them to do a little bit of complication and then keep the rest of it fairly simple. So that's just a nice little teaching model that I have in my classroom. Okay, I've mounted a spindle in the big universal router guide. You'll notice that the spindle is flush with the vise. It's like a datum point, so that when you actually machine your first flute, if you set it up against the edge of that vise as your datum point, then all your flutes are going to be routed at the right place. You'll notice the stops have been set up and the router is going to travel in between both the stops, and it's going to route it in between both the lines. So we probably want to cut about 15 or 20 mil deep. You can cut as deep as you want to. You'll notice that we've already turned a section, so some of the material is left square so it can be clamped in the vices, and the end has been machined round on a lathe. It's much easier to, or not much easier, but it's better to turn that section and then cut your flutes. If you try and cut your flutes on square material, you'll end up losing the back edge of your flutes when you go to turn. So you're actually routing your flutes into something that's been turned. So I'll do the demonstration and show you how it all works. Okay, if I take that spindle out, you'll see that the flutes have all been machined probably 20 mil deep, and I've got the legs here. When the legs go in, a little bit too snug, one leg, 2, 3 and 4. Right, they're in 20 mil deep, so you know, once you glue them off, 2 of them can get screwed off, 2 of them get glued in, 2 of them get glued in. It's not meant to be a stool, it's meant to be a table, but you know, that machine those grooves up pretty quickly on that spindle. You can put that back on the lathe now and turn your design and work out your top, and it's a great project for school because you've got some kids that are doing the legs, you've got some people that are machining up the spindle, you've got some people doing the faceplate, and some people laminating the top together. So it disperses the students all through the classroom, so they're using all the technology.